Mica Miller's death has been suspicious from the get-go. Even after police officially ruled it a suicide and shared plenty of evidence, her family still has questions. There was no eyewitness to Mica's death that day. There was, however, an ear witness, a fisherman, who was out on the lake at the time of Mica's death. And he says he heard Mica crying just before the fatal gunshot rang out. That fisherman took NewsNation's investigative correspondent Rich McHugh on his boat to the exact spot where Mica died. And Rich joins me now live. Rich, that's sort of been the last piece that a lot of people have been trying to put together in this story of Mica's final hours. Tell me about what the fisherman was able to tell you about and what his experience was.
Oh man, Ashley, there's so much here. This is a guy that I've been trying to reach since the beginning of covering this story. Finally was able to reach him, and he agreed to meet me at the state park. I said, look, I'm going to be here all day. He finally agreed to meet. And he said, look, I want to clear up my name in this. Like, he says he's being dragged into allegations online, social media and whatnot. But I also wanted to see firsthand, like, where this took place, because there's so many questions about how she got there and why she was there. And it's all just so confusing to somebody who's been reporting on this. He graciously took us out for about a half an hour and allowed me to interview him. He didn't want to use he didn't want his face on camera or me to name him, but he walked through what he experienced, and we have some of that sound right here. Let's take a look.
I heard a cry back when we came in, where I told you I started hearing the crying at. Then I heard a gunshot. That was probably about 2 minutes or so after I started hearing the cry. It might have been a little bit longer than that. And I heard a gunshot. It wasn't a loud gunshot, and then the crying just stopped. Right about here, that's when I heard the gunshot. The gunshot went off.
From which side? Over here on the left?
To the left. That's where I heard the gunshot.
In there?
Uh-huh. That's when the crying stopped. That looks totally different from when I came in here. Anyway.
Was it low water when you were here?
No, it was actually less water than what's in here now. So that's the area I went in through with my boat.
How do you get in there if you're not in a boat?
You can't get in there if you. What do you mean?
How was she in there?
There's a path that comes in there. That's what I told them. Yeah. There was a path that comes into here. So there's paths all in this river, and there was a path leading straight to where her belongings were laying at.
And then how did you come across her stuff, her belongings?
I just seen it laying up on the bank when I pulled up in here. Yes, sir. It was laying up on the bank. I don't know why I grabbed it. I just grabbed it. Didn't ever look at it or nothing. I got out and I looked around because there was a clearing on the left and the right, and I looked around because I felt like something was wrong, but I never seen nothing. I took the stuff, put it in my boat, went back to the landing. Her driver's license, her bank card, she had her keys, $500, a little over $500. Every bit of that money got back.
It was not a wallet? It was a wallet?
It was what they call, I guess, ladies call them fanny packs.
What do you say to the people accusing you of being a part of this?
Quit trying to be investigators. I did not do this. There was no way in the world I would harm anybody like that. Even my worst enemy, I would not do nothing like that. I was just here fishing. I can understand people, thinking stuff. It did look odd, but people's going to think stuff. I've even been trying to figure out what happened.
Now, a couple quick things, actually. He says this is the last interview he's doing. He wants to do this to try and clear his name on social media. Having been there at the site where this happened, Ashley, I gotta say, the only thing I could think of was, like, how in the world did she get back in there? And after talking with her family, knowing that she had to walk through waist-deep water to get there, you can only wonder, like, why? Like, why would she go to these lengths to get into that area?
Yeah, I mean, it's so sad, especially since she seemed to want to be found. That's why she called 911 to let them know where she was. Rich, tomorrow you've got another exclusive interview with the gas station owner where Mica was maybe last seen alive. I'll look forward to that. And thank you for doing this reporting. And please give our regards to that fisherman.
You bet.
And great thanks to him for taking us on that tour. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.